Hi, educators. In chapter 3, in the opposite of teaching, the authors remind us that while you can't design all cheating out of a course, you can absolutely design it in. And sometimes we can even do it without realizing. So think about this a rigid, high stakes grading system, all or nothing assignments, attendance points with no connection to the actual learning. Each of these can quietly push students towards taking shortcuts instead of putting in authentic effort. But in this chapter, the authors offer us a different path, designing courses for integrity by focusing on authentic learning and flexibility. What does this mean? It means writing clear learning objectives so that students see the why behind each task. And wouldn't you want to know why you're being asked to do something anyway? Now, this one was debated in our book club a lot, using flexible deadlines so that pressure doesn't turn into panic for everybody. But again, this was debatable because it's hard for us as educators to have flexible deadlines. Also, shifting so much of the attention away from grading and also focusing on the values of growing together and learning. This is something I do in my classes, scaffolding big projects so that students aren't tempted to skip to the end. There's so much content in the book. I really encourage you to read it for yourself. For example, rethinking grading. Honestly, I would love to do away with grading, but I'm operating within a system that will not allow me to do that. So, thinking through things like mastery learning, specifications grading, or even ungrading, it can be difficult for us, and I understand that tension, that struggle. Let's pause here for a choose your path moment. Picture one of your own assignments that often causes stress or perhaps even low quality work. You have two doors in front of you. Door one, keep it exactly as it is and hope for better results next time, which you already know is probably not going to work. Door two, redesign it with flexibility, scaffolding, or more authentic connection to the world outside of college, to what's coming next for students. Which door will students thank you for leading them towards? Hint, hint, it's definitely door number two. An important key message in this chapter is that designing for integrity is not about lowering standards. My students work really hard in my classes. Presenting, writing speeches, getting up in front of an audience is hard work, but it is about creating conditions where honest work feels possible, worthwhile, and there's some element of reward in it for them. When our courses reward curiosity, progress, and personal connection, cheating just becomes a lot less interesting and it doesn't feel like the only option. It might even start to feel like the worst option to students. Keep learning, inspiring, and teaching with love. See you next time for Chapter 4.